Ms. Ramirez, you knew that Ms. Najera was 9 months pregnant. Why did you give her a notice to vacate in 60 days when she was about to give birth, literally any day?
I didn't know she was pregnant. I dealt with Tomas more. I never dealt with her.
You never once saw her?
Yeah, I did.
She didn't look 9 months pregnant?
No, I feel like you guys are not letting me talk. They used my house. I don't know why you guys don't understand. They used my house as a business.
You didn't even allege that. I asked you, how do they violate the lease? Now you're telling me they use it as a business. How so?
All the evidence are right here. I mean,
you don't think we've looked at it?
He was cutting hair. He put a curtain in a sofa.
Were you doing that?
I cut a few of my friends' hair, yeah, on the side of the house.
Regularly?
Every time I need a haircut, like every couple weeks or so, but not like running a business, like public, open to the public or nothing like that, no.
I have one more question. The notice to vacate told them that they could leave anytime within the 60 days. So why should they have to pay you rent if they said, okay, we're getting out of here within a week? Why should they have to pay you for rent when you told them to leave?
I don't know. I think there's very bad communication.
On your part?
The part is that everything is in writing. I gave them a contract. They weren't violating, you know. See, they did all these stuff. They didn't ask me for permission.
This is Exhibit F of your evidence, ma'am, and it says that they need to leave the premises on or before the expiration of this 60-day period. Poor Ms. Najera is 9 months pregnant, and she says, okay, I guess we have to get out now because I need to be in a new place before we have the baby. So they get right out, and then you say, well, now you owe me for another 6 weeks' rent because you left too early. How is that possibly fair?
No, that's not exactly what I'm saying. We give them the 60-day notice, and they said they found a place and all this stuff. It would have been nice for her to give me something in writing and say, we're leaving this day and so on, so we could do the walkway. So that's violation of they didn't do that.
It's not a violation of anything. You're the landlord. You said, get out of my house. You're 9 months pregnant.
I think we can save this for deliberation. You're excused, and we will begin deliberation.
Look, I think that this was one of those cases that was really handled poorly by the defendant, and I don't really see much fault on the part of the plaintiff. The defendant put them in a terrible position, forcing them out of their home while Ms. Najera was literally waiting to give birth any moment. Ms. Ramirez has all sorts of excuses about they did this wrong 2 years ago, they did this wrong 15 months ago, couldn't even prove they'd done anything wrong. I credit everything that the plaintiff requested. I would give the plaintiff back her security deposit. Ms. Ramirez has absolutely no evidence that she provided an itemized list of what she kept the security deposit for until they came to court. At that point she did, but that's not the law. You have to give it to them within 21 days. She doesn't even claim she did. I would give the plaintiffs back their last month's rent, which they paid in advance of $1,650, because they received a notice to vacate saying leave sometime in the next 60 days, and they had to get out right away, and they didn't stay the last month. Under the circumstances, evicting someone who is 9 months pregnant, I don't blame her for suffering some emotional distress. I'm not really sure that $1,050 was necessarily proven here, but I'm open to hearing what you two think about that.
Is an eviction notice one of those really abusive things that would qualify?
Extreme and outrageous. I do think that giving a notice to vacate of 60 days to a woman who is 3 weeks away from giving birth, unless there's some compelling reason to have to do so, I do think that is extreme and outrageous.
You think she was aware of her?
I do believe.
How do you not know that someone who's about to give birth, 9 months, is actually not, she's not pregnant? She loses credibility there.
So for all those reasons, I credit the emotional distress claim.
I agree.
Yeah.
So with respect to the defendant's counterclaim, do we even need to get there?
No.
I would say no.
I don't think so.
No.
I think the claim for rent of the $150 for each of those months is absurd. And while she claimed that she had the home professionally cleaned, she's basically seeking cleaning and repair fees for herself and her son-in-law, spending what she claims was 6 days to clean that house, which is...
Come with the receipts. If the house
outrageous.
was so horrible, why didn't you produce a video? She said she had one. It's not here.
I think we're dismissing the counterclaim in its entirety. How do you two feel about the amount of the emotional distress damages? She's seeking $1,050. Are we comfortable with that amount?
I don't have a problem with it.
Oh, I thought I was going to have to put up a fight, so...
Okay.
Good. Okay.
So we've reached a verdict, and it is unanimous.